Hey there, Fizz fans! Back again today with another episode of Bubble Crossed. Today I will be reviewing Sparkling Ice Cherry Limeade. Now, this is artificially sweetened, so I will be taking that into account as I do the review. It does contain 3% juice, so I'm hopeful that maybe there's some tartness in there. Let's have a look at the ingredients, shall we? Carbonated water, apple juice concentrate, citric acid, natural flavors, cherry juice concentrate, lime juice concentrate, good deal, potassium benzoate for preserving the freshness, sucralose, which is one of the artificial sweeteners I mentioned. And then we go into green tea extract, gum arabic, calcium disodium EDTA to protect flavor, red 40, ester gum biotin, which is a B vitamin, maltodextrin, niacinamide, another B vitamin, calcium pantothenate, another B vitamin, vitamin B12, and vitamin D3, and pyridoxine HCl, which is yet another B vitamin. So basically the claim to fame of this sparkling ice line is that it is infused with all of those happy energy vitamins, as well as green tea extract, which presumably contains some caffeine, although I don't see any specification. Oh no, it says caffeine free. Okay. So any energy boost you might get is going to be from those B vitamins, and I don't know about the green tea extract, but B vitamins are good for you. It has 10% each of those that I listed, including the vitamin D3, according to the 2,000 calorie diet, which we all know is a farce. But anyway, so yeah, it's 0 calories. Sweetened only with sucralose, so I'm curious because sucralose, to my palate, is one of the least offensive of the artificial sweeteners. It always does better if it's in combination with a natural sweetener like sugar or corn syrup, but, well, that's what this tasting is all about, I guess, finding out how it does with this. I don't know if I held this up for you. So there's that. It's a very pretty bottle. As far as I know, it only comes in these 17 fluid ounce, tall, skinny plastic bottles. No, I take that back. I think I've seen it in cans as well, though I'm not sure of the ounce count on the cans. I think they're tall, skinny, but I don't think they're as large as this. So yeah, okay. Let's get started with the smelling and tasting. Little bit of now I did finish this in the freezer, so I'm not expecting a big It smells wonderful. Very cherry, and the lime is actually quite present as well. I like that. I'm hopeful. You know me, I'm always looking for the perfect cherry limeade. I don't ever expect to find it with something that is artificially sweetened, but hey, could happen. There's what it looks like out of the bottle. You can see lots and lots of bubbles, but it is also slightly cloudy. No sediment or anything, but slightly cloudy, which is what you might expect from a drink with actual juice in it. Still smells wonderful out of the bottle. Still smelling both the cherry and the lime, which is great. It's bubbly. I don't know if you can see all the bubbles that have formed on the glass, but the thing that is hitting me is that I'm not feeling the bubbles getting down into my palate. They're not tickling my tongue. They're obviously there because I'm burping. But this has a slightly thicker consistency that does coat the palate. And I'm wondering if maybe that's why I'm not feeling the bubbles. It's very hard for me to determine, are they fine, are they coarse, what are they? Let me try a sip out of the bottle. They're more present out of the bottle. I think pouring it may have made too many of them dissipate. It's pretty fizzy. And the bubbles are somewhere between fine and medium, I'd say. But that palate coating effect of whatever, I'm guessing it's the gum ester, as well as whatever juice may be present, is really kind of diminishing the effect of the bubbles. Which for a fizz fan like me is kind of a bummer. But anyway, if you drink it straight out of the bottle, you'll get better bubbles. Let's put it that way. Now, it does feel a little syrupy. Like I said, I'm suspecting that gum ester is what is giving it the more syrupy mouthfeel, because there certainly isn't any sugar in here to be doing it. And the sweetness, well, it's very obviously artificial. Like I said, it's not as offensive to my palate as Ace K, also known as acetylphenol potassium, or aspartame are. That said, it's still very much there in the aftertaste. You can tell it's artificially sweetened. There's no mistaking it. Obviously, if you drink diet drinks all the time, it might not be so obvious. Flavor-wise, here again, as always, when something is artificially sweetened, I have difficulty teasing out the naturalness of the flavor as separate from the artificiality of the sweetener. It uses only natural flavors from what I read. Let me try another sip out of the bottle. And the lime does much better when I drink it out of the bottle because it has more of the tartness from the bubbles. Out here, it becomes much more syrupy sweetness. So I would say if you do pick this up, drink it out of the bottle rather than pouring it into a glass. The tartness is there, the sweetness is there. They're actually pretty well balanced. I like that about it. They're not as distinct from one another as I would like. The cherry is definitely the stronger flavor, but the lime does get the kick when you get the bubbles with it. I mean, it just carries that tartness down into your palate much better. So as far as true to labeling, yes, it's definitely Cherry Limeade, which is nice. Too many of them seem to go too far into the sweet and completely eradicate whatever tartness lime might have. So this definitely gets points for that. But as far as the artificiality of the flavor, like I said, it tastes artificial to me, but I know that that's coming from the sweetener rather than the flavors. But it is what it is. It tastes artificial. Gosh, pairings. It's always tough for me to do pairings on a diet drink. Just because I find the artificiality of the sweetener so overpowering. That said, it's a very strong flavor. I would say it would hold up well to anything, including beef and lamb. In fact, it might, for your greasier foods like lamb and duck, it might serve as a decent palate cleanser because it's got the acidity as well as the bubbles. Like I said, if you drink it out of the bottle, to help cut through some of that greasiness of greasier meat. So yeah, it might do well with something like lamb or duck. I might go there. In my opinion, as far as cherry limeades go, this one is nice because it is balanced between the cherry and the lime, the sweet and the tart. If it were sweetened with sugar, I would probably call it one of my favorites to date, to be honest. Unfortunately, it's not. So it's... Let me put it this way. If you are used to drinking diet drinks, which I am not. I used to be. I have been in the past. And I know that this happens. Your palate acclimates, and things no longer taste off to you because of the artificial sweetener. So if you are used to that, this is probably going to be a really, really good cherry limeade for you. If you are more of a die-hard sugar-sweetened soda person like myself, you're gonna find it somewhat lacking, but it's still probably worth a taste, simply because, as I said, the sucralose doesn't have the bitter portion of the aftertaste. It still leaves an aftertaste on your tongue, but it doesn't have that bitter note that Ace K and aspartame do, which is nice. So, overall, I'd say give it a try. You can see it a little bit better now that the liquid has gone down in the bottle a bit. And especially if you're a diet soda drinker, give it a try. Pardon me, because it is quite tasty. So there you have it. I hope you've learned something. I hope you will like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel. All of those things help me immensely. Also, if you would share this video or any of my videos, that also helps me a whole bunch. I'm still working on trying to replace my video camera. I'm still shooting with my phone, which has its issues. You've probably seen it a few times where it tries to refocus. It does this thing where I hate watching my videos when I shoot them with the phone, but it is what it is. At least I'm getting videos out to you. But yeah, I am still trying to replace that video camera, so if you would check out my Patreon page and support me there in my effort to replace that camera, I would appreciate it so much. And yeah, if you can't afford to do that, I totally understand. Just sharing and liking and commenting and subscribing also helps a ton. So, I thank you for watching. I hope that your new year is off to a good start. I know mine is. And I hope you'll have a great day and stay fizzy.